Hey guys, I think we're live. If you can hear me, maybe say something. I'm not sure because I've never been live before. This is really impromptu. I'm basically just chilling here with some tea. It's funny because everyone at Starbucks like stands in line to order coffee and iced tea and all of these like sugary drinks. And I walk up there and I'm like, "Excuse me, can I please have hot water?" I've also become a huge tea person in college. Like I have my lemongrass tea, I have a lot of chamomile tea. Um, Yeah, I just like steal a lot of tea from the dining halls because I've become a tea person now. I don't drink coffee. Anyways, this is very impromptu. I know that a lot of you are submitting college applications right now. I know a lot of you have been putting questions in the chat about college applications that you guys are like submitting in the next few months. A lot of you have been asking questions about Dartmouth. Also, excuse me if my voice is a little bit off. I am very sick. Freshman plague is a real thing. I've had it twice, and I know people who've been sick for like 3 weeks. So yeah, everyone falls sick their freshman year. Oh, someone says was literally on Dartmouth application portal when I received the notification. Good luck with your application. Feel free to put last minute questions in the chat if you guys are submitting applications today. I'm happy to answer them. This is very impromptu. Don't really have an agenda. I just thought I would jump on and chat with you guys. Someone a few days ago asked if they could write a college essay overnight, which makes me a little bit worried. Like, not that you totally can, but I just feel like at that point, the stress and the pressure really gets to you. So it's hard to write a good college essay. But I forgot that person's name, but good luck. I hope you're not writing your essay right now. I hope you finished it. Also, don't worry like too much about the deadline. Like, I know that it's very soon for you guys. I mean, it's only morning here, but for you guys it's night. But also, if you miss the like midnight deadline, it's fine. Like, they'll accept your application until the next morning usually. I submitted after the deadline and I got in. Well, I submitted like 5 minutes after maybe. Elon Musk, do you take minors? I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Um, Someone says, really, I'm currently writing the Yale essays. Good luck. Are you applying early decision or regular decision? I would love to know. Someone says, how's life at Dartmouth? Life is good. College is a lot of fun. It's like I have been vlogging a lot. I haven't had time to sit down and edit. So you guys will probably see all this stuff when I go back home. I'm going back home on the 25th of November. That's when my first term ends. So we have 3 terms in 1 year. College is really amazing, you guys. There's sort of the opportunity to have unlimited fun, and you're living with a lot of other young people. It's very exciting. I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. We celebrated Diwali here yesterday, which was really fun. So we spent the whole day kind of organizing that. We had some homemade food, which, by the way, like just homemade food makes me want to cry at this point. Like, so all the Indian people in the community cooked for us yesterday, which I think is the sweetest thing ever. We really enjoyed ourselves. His professor, what? Okay, this question. Excuse me. Do you think this year also the competition will be same or get low? I don't know. I mean, I feel like also it's just been really nice to have life return back to normal after COVID times because at home, like you obviously had the concern of like if I get COVID, I'm spreading it to like my family or whatever. But here it's like, well, you're living with other young people who are also fully vaccinated. And we're currently, I think, at 0 cases as an undergrad population. So it's been really nice. Like it finally feels like life is back to normal, minus a few like indoor masks. But people are sort of lenient about the mask requirement at this point. I applied to Northwestern University for early decision yesterday. Good luck. Writing essays now, it's just so frustrating. I relate to you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm done with the college application process. How is your dorm? So I am in my dorm right now. My roommate's like in like a Zoom class or a Zoom office hour or something inside, so that's her door. I am in a two-room double, which means we have like some privacy because we have a door between us, but like our main door is over there. That's my picture wall. I'm not showing you guys my room right now. It's really messy. Like if my mom were to watch this live stream, she would fly over here to clean it. Not that she like hasn't seen it in video calls and stuff, but it's really bad. Like I just don't have time to clean. At this point, like I have 2 laundry bags. I put my clothes in one laundry bag, take it to the laundry room, like stuff them back, take out clothes from them, wear it, and then put it in the other laundry bag. Like I don't even have time to use my closet. Yeah. It's all part of college life. I mean, everyone's dorm room is like that. I don't know anyone who has a very clean dorm room at this point. Um Thanks, you advised for Junior Academy. Now I'm selected and enjoying. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is a great experience. I hope you get into a good team where everyone's actually excited and doing the work. Because sometimes, like in the Junior Academy, what happens is that one person in the team will be doing all the work, and it's kind of like, nah, you don't have a lot of fun. Did you also apply to Yale? No, I did not apply to Yale. I planned to apply to Yale. I wrote some of the essays, and I never submitted an application because I got in here at early decision. Also, I hope you all can hear me. I hope my voice isn't too bad. I've been extremely sick for the past 1 week. Like, I had a fever, I had a cough, I had a COVID scare. I basically at one point thought that I had COVID, but my test came back negative. Yeah, being sick away from home is kind of hard because so on Monday I had like a 102-degree fever, and then I remembered that I haven't done laundry in 3 weeks. So literally, like while that was going on, I had to go do my laundry because I was out of clothes. Yeah, and that point you really wish you would have charged me were back home, where like if you're sick, you call in school, you have the day off, like you just stay in bed all day. Yeah, you kind of miss that in college, but anything about Dartmouth astronomy major? I am not an astronomy major. I've heard that the department's really good. I have, I'm trying to, I know people who are astronomy majors. I don't have any close friends who are astronomy majors, but there's this one astronomy class that everyone takes before they graduate. It's basically where they teach you like how to use the telescopes and, like, I don't know, just use the telescopes. They have like this huge observatory tower. It's very Harry Potter. Yeah, I haven't been to the observatory yet, but I'm excited to take that class before I graduate. The other class that everyone wants to take before they graduate is this like drumming class where they teach you how to play the drums. And it's basically a free A and you get like a distributive requirement out of it. So that's really exciting. Two classes I'm probably gonna take in my senior year, hopefully. In junior academy, I'm leading my team of six. Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations. How's dorm life going? If you don't mind, I just talked about that. Nobody drink kara. Yeah, I wish I had someone to make kara for me, but no. The kitchen is like also 5 flights of stairs downstairs because I live on the fourth floor and there's no elevator. So at this point, like I just go to Starbucks and I'm like hot water. That's literally easier. Is early decision binding all over the world? Interesting question. So I mean, technically they can't do anything if you choose to like you know, forget about it and go to Oxford. But I would say that like it's supposed to be, but I'm not sure what they can do if you go to like another country. Um, excuse me. How to write extracurricular essay because we do a lot of years and we have to write it in approx 3 sentences and that's so sick. I agree. In your extracurricular activities, like don't waste time trying to say what you did because you've already said that in your activity section. But I think in the essay, just try and explain like your motivations because that's something you can't convey in the like sort of resume format part of it, but that's something that you can talk about in an essay. So like sort of help them understand why you did it. I think that's one thing I would say for that essay. Hope we will meet if I get selected for Dartmouth. Yes, absolutely. If any of you get selected, I will definitely meet you on campus. One thing about Dartmouth is like the community is so amazing. Like the seniors from India have been so nice to me. Um, yeah, I mean, I cannot talk enough about like the kindness of people at Dartmouth. I love this community. I love like all the seniors here. They've been absolutely amazing. I don't want to like bore you with it, but that's one of the best parts of being here. I'm in ninth. I don't know why I'm here. I mean, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to hang out, grab some tea. It's probably kind of late for you guys. Are you going to continue YouTube? Yes, as I can. At this point, I've just come to the conclusion that I'm really busy like enjoying myself and enjoying the college experience, and I don't necessarily want to sit down and edit like films of my college experience when I could be going out and doing stuff. But when I get back home, that might change. So we'll see. We'll see. I've been vlogging a lot. Like my phone memory at this point is full from the amount of video clips I've filmed, but just editing is a big thing. So if any of you are like editors or interested in anything, by the way, feel free to reach out to me because at this point I don't have time to edit. But like I might give you guys like more raw, unedited footage of my time here. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. I am a huge perfectionist, so I try to like keep editing my videos and making them better. I mean, it's sort of yeah, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys want. I would love to hear from you. Any new video coming soon? Again, lots filmed, none edited. Do you plan to live in the US? I mean, for 4 years, yes. Afterwards, I don't know. Like, we do get a 3-year OPT or a STEM extension to work here. Might use that. We'll see. I really don't know at this point. Probably gonna stay out my OPT. I think that's fair to say. Why computer science? It was really funny because at the open house, which was like the first orientation day, we had like this open house for computer science. So the head of the department was chatting with us, and he was like, "Why do you all want to study computer science?" And so this one Asian kid raises his hand, and he goes to make a six-figure salary, um, which I think is an accurate representation. But no, then we got into like then the professor was like really, and then we got into philosopher discussion about like how our ultimate life goal is to achieve happiness and blah blah blah. But while computer science, I don't hate it. I fairly enjoy it. I think it's a good field. At least that's the plan for now. Could you name all of the colleges you applied to, please? Yeah, Dartmouth College. I applied here early decision and I got in. So I didn't actually submit an application anywhere else. Just submitted my Cornell application and this popped up. Ha ha ha. Good luck. I'm excited for you. Keep me updated. I am gonna love hearing about all of your college acceptances. Have you got a single occupancy dorm? No, that's my roommate's room. She's right through that door on a virtual Zoom call or something. I can hear her talking. OMG really needs this. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, one more thing. Saw your video on mailing professors, and she replied after, "That's amazing. Congratulations." I'm not gonna try to pronounce your name because I might pronounce it wrong, but congratulations. That's amazing. Tell Starbucks to make Cara. They're nothing can have a huge profit. I love this comment. This is my favorite comment of the live stream so far. Um, yeah, no, they put a Starbucks in a library, which I think is the smartest business idea ever because people line up at 2 a.m. for Starbucks, literally. Like the longest lines for Starbucks are at 2 a.m. when people are studying and they need coffee. I'm not a big Starbucks person, like I don't drink coffee. I don't know if I mentioned that, so hot water. Bye, gotta go, gotta go. Global perspectives IR is killing me. Good luck. I don't know what that is. I'd love to know. Can you make more videos for upcoming extracurriculars? I feel like my videos on this are like pretty exhaustive. Like I can't physically come up with any more ideas for this. So I would like encourage you to maybe go back and watch them. Um, yeah, I feel like I've just exhausted all of the advice and material that I have on extracurriculars. But if you have like specific questions, feel free to ask. What are the challenges you faced as an international student? I can think of like a couple of funny ones. So my weather app is in Celsius, but here people use Fahrenheit. So one day I was in like a car going on a DOC trip with someone, like with people I didn't know. And so this guy sitting next to me, like I opened my weather app and it says like 15 degrees Celsius, 15 degrees Celsius. And he thinks it's 15 Fahrenheit. And he's like, wow, that's so cold. And I'm like, no, it's not. Yeah, so like I've had kind of like funny incidents with that. Um, I've had like time zones are a big thing. Like you can't really call your parents in the middle of the day because there is sleep. I mean, unless you really need something. I have called a couple of times, but yeah, like sort of communication from India ceases after a certain point of the day. I mean, it's not terrible though. What are the other challenges I faced as an international student? I actually think there's a lot of advantages to being an international student because you come here with sort of a pre-formed community. Like people who come here from the US don't necessarily have like friends before they come here. But as an international student, like you just know that the other international students, like from your country, you're already a pretty tight knit group, and then the seniors from your country as well are like pretty tight knit. So you're sort of like well taken care of already before you come here, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm glad I have that as an international student. I am so happy you are continuing as I and I'm creator planning on applying and I really look up to you. Thank you. So sweet. Hey, I'm gonna apply to Princeton next year. They ask for a graded paper in any subject, but I go to a CBSE curriculum school. I'm not sure. I think like you should think about what the Princeton website says about this. Also, like a lot of your like short answer questions in CBSE might qualify if you turn them into larger essays, or I think there's an option to just write your own essay. Yeah, I'm actually not sure. I can get back to you on that. Is New York close to Dartmouth? It's like a 7-hour coach ride away. One of my friends was in New York like last week for some visa stuff. I want to go. Not now. Maybe in the winter. Maybe in the spring. My friend from Cornell, like Cornell, so Cornell is in New York State. It's like a few hours from New York City, but she was over because her cousins live here. Um, it is super fun. Like showing your friends around your campus is really fun. I also want to go visit Cornell at some point. So yeah, like trip to New York is in the books, definitely happening in these 4 years, but it's not exactly like it also costs like $160 two-way, like for the Dartmouth coach that goes directly to New York, and it only goes every 2 days, so you have to like stay there overnight. Yeah, but definitely someday. I have edited videos for YouTube creators previously. Where do I reach out to you? Instagram. Yeah, that's probably the best way. When do we submit the CSS? Same time as you submit your application. A question. Yes, of course. In 11th, we have to submit our final exam marks of the whole year or half yearly in Unit 2. Yeah, so for every single grade, you submit like all of your official school exams. So I would say that's like half yearlies and finals. I have one big question before I love this question. Okay. Before coming to the US, what will happen if you drink before age 21? What is the use of fighting with that alcohol? First of all, you can have a great time with that alcohol. I did not drink in high school. Like I was very studious, sincere, innocent. I don't believe that what is the use of fighting with that alcohol. But so when we first came here during SPOP, they gave us like this whole session on how you can actually like get deported or your visa can get affected by underage drinking. Um, like that's so I filmed a whole vlog clip just talking about the session, but then I never posted my orientation vlog. So the answer to your question is in that vlog. But essentially you can basically get deported. So like they told us that if you're really desperate and you like really need to like buy beer or something as an underage person and like find an American citizen who has a fake ID and let them do it for you, like literally. Yeah, so being an international student, like that's really risky. That said, like if you're a party person, if you like to use alcohol, like that's available here in abundance. It's like very easy. I mean, it's a personal choice again. I My thoughts on this are complicated. You have a cute smile. Thank you. Changing your accent. Yes, I have been in the US for a few months. I would be surprised if there wasn't a change in the accent. Indians using Starbucks for water after coffee is very common. Yes, it is. Also, like, I was talking to one of like my younger friends in India a few days ago, and he was like, Starbucks is really expensive. Also, like, it's way overpriced. And yes, I thought so too when I was in India. But once you come to the US, Starbucks does not seem overpriced because it's only like $2 or $3. And the US is expensive. It's like you snap your fingers and you spend $20. So Starbucks does not seem expensive anymore. But my thing is like I just don't drink coffee. I don't want to put caffeine in my body unless I really need to stay awake. Like this is also like caffeine free tea, basically. Green tea has like a little bit of caffeine, but I'm okay with that. Is vaccine compulsory for F1 visa? No, it's not. But to be in college, you have to be like fully vaccinated unless you have a medical or religious exemption. So everyone who couldn't get vaccinated in their own countries had to get vaccinated after coming here. And then we also have to do weekly tests. What do you think of taking philosophy at IB? I've heard that it's really difficult, and you're already taking PLK, which is kind of philosophy. So I don't know. Personally, I take something else, but I am taking a philosophy class here, which like I have so many vlog clips filmed about my classes, but I'm not posting vlogs. So like I feel like I'm just repeating everything I've said in my vlogs. Well, I've said in my unpublished vlogs. I am applying right now. Good luck. Feel free to put any questions in the chat. I am applying to Dartmouth ED for a CS major. Perfect. Exactly what I did. So it's funny because like the 23s, so the class of 2023s from India, like I met so many of them and they're all CS majors. And they would introduce themselves, they're like CS major, CS major, CS major. And I was like, I'm also a CS major. Surprise, surprise. No, the amount of CS majors who are Indians is kind of ridiculous. Hi, Didi. I am studying in an undergrad now. Should I join Alum Global Studies, which helps us study abroad? I don't know what that is, so I can't give you an informed opinion. I'm sorry. I got a 33 in ACT, whether I should retake. My college counselor would have said no. 33 is a really good score. Congratulations. Wait, Indian. No, she is not. She is an international student from Hong Kong. We're like okay friends, like we're not best friends, like we don't hang out a lot. You don't have to be like some people, it's very hit or miss. I know some people like because first year is random roommate agreement, next year you can choose who to live with. So I know like some people, like one of my friends who's also an international student from India, her roommate's Indian American and they're like best friends. Like I'm really good friends with her roommate now, she's basically part of our group. But like some people I know, like they barely see their roommate. Either way it's fine, I'm somewhere in the middle. How is the food there? Oh, do not. It's not terrible, but I'm at this point where, like, also because I'm sick, I'm just really craving home food, and I'm at the point where I really don't want to wait in line for an hour to get food because, like, the good food on campus, insane lines. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's not great. I am, counting down the 25 days till I go home. Submitted my coronal orientation yesterday. Wish me luck. Good luck, Rajat. I am very excited to hear about your acceptances. Like I said, Hey, I'm in class 10 and also wish to apply in IB, especially in NYC, for medical. Okay, IB for medical, like undergrad, is really difficult because the US has no undergrad medical program. You have to do a bachelor's first and then go to medical school here. I would not recommend it. I would just recommend like doing MBBS in India and then coming here for residency maybe. Because yeah, it's all complicated. I think like Sing in USA has a video about this actually. I would direct you to that because I haven't done it. Like I don't know, but I also like so one of my friends is pre-med here, which means she's doing a 4-year bachelor's degree in something else, and then she's gonna apply to medical school, which is another 4 years and costs like $250,000. But she's an American citizen, and like also, medical school doesn't have financial aid in the US. Like, so you're basically spending all this money on undergrad, then spending like 200, like $250,000 on medical school. I would not recommend it if you're not an American citizen. I really want to talk to you, but you ain't replying me on Instagram. You guys, I read all my Instagram messages. Like, I can't always reply to them. I'm sorry. Like, I'm like very overwhelmed with the number of messages, and like Instagram's more of like a personal space for me, not like a really like college application space. So if you have like questions, just comment, please. I'll like get back to them if you comment, but like it's very hard for me to like constantly keep up with the influx of Instagram messages that I receive. I do sometimes reply. Um, yeah, sorry. Hey, I'm in 10th. I don't have any awards. What should I do? You should go watch my video on competitions. Sorry, like YouTube just keeps like messing up the order of questions. Can you edit my essays? Sorry, really busy right now. I can't. Um, when do we have to submit the financial aid forms? Same time as you submit your application. Hey, I'm in 10th. Anyway, I can improve my extracurriculars. Again, I have videos on all of this. What to do? Wait, let me find a good question. Will I have to submit all AP scores? Like, what if I got a bad score in one AP? You can pick and choose. You don't have to submit all of them. Canada versus US. So one of my really good friends, her name's Jyoti. She's studying in Canada. I was gonna like do a video with her at some point on my channel, like Canada versus US. I thought it'd be a fun thing, but like I wanted to wait till the end of the term because then we'll both actually have been on campus. Because she's older than me, like she's done a year, but she did a year online. So I feel like we're better like qualified to talk about Canada versus US once we've actually finished the whole term. Then. Will you post videos in the future? I answered this if you just rewind the live stream. I have no interest in doing MUNs. Every second has these. Will it affect my profile? No, please don't do MUNs if you don't enjoy them. I absolutely hated doing MUNs in high school, and I like forced myself to do them because I was like, oh, it's gonna help my college application. I think it might actually hurt your college application because so many people do them. Like every other person has MUNs. Like, what's different about you? Plus, like in my opinion, just especially like as a female student, I found the environment like very toxic. I just felt like my voice wasn't being heard. I felt, yeah, everyone's just, I had a complicated relationship with them. I regret like forcing myself through so many of them when it clearly wasn't for me, and I could have like focused my time and energy on so many more meaningful college activities. And I'm glad that I quit MUNs like towards like the latter half of high school and just focused on things that were more important to me. So yeah, feel free to not do MUNs. No pressure there. How many universities should I apply to, inclusive of dreams, matches, and safeties? So this is interesting because I needed like a significant amount of financial aid. I had to let go of the concept of dreams, matches, and safeties because like there was no safety school that gives amazing financial aid. You know what I mean? So I just like picked the ones that give me the most that like give international students the most financial aid in general and applied to all of them. Or like planned to apply to all of them before I got into Dartmouth. So I was gonna apply to like 2025. And then my safeties were gonna be like a few colleges in India that were like just there, just in case I didn't get into any of the dream schools. Um, yeah, like feel like do what works best for you. Don't think you have to follow this framework of dreams, matches, and safeties. I wouldn't like recommend applying to more than 25, obviously, because I know someone who applied to 50 colleges actually a few years ago, and he got into like 45 of them. But that's just like putting yourself through hell because you have to write so many application essays. Um, Even 25 is a lot to be fair. And it also costs money to apply. Like my counselor was telling me about this one kid who like they submitted his college applications and got a call from his dad saying, "Why did you just bill my card for 90,000 rupees?" And that was all just application fees. Um, So yeah, like just keep in mind the fact that it costs money to apply and it costs a lot of your time and effort to apply. But then also keep in mind that you want to have enough options that you get into something and then try to find a balance of that. Um, Gordon Junior Academy, thanks for your video. I'm glad. Congratulations. It's really nice to chat with you all. I should do live streams more often. Oh, that's my roommate. Do you want me to pause the video? I don't know if I can like pause. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I'm live streaming on YouTube.
Oh my god.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back. That's my roommate. Okay. Questions. Um, okay, I have it 39 and 42, which dropped to a 38 next term. Is it worth applying to the Ivies? Yes, 39 or 42 is a great score. That's not true, that there's no hope for an international student without 40 plus. Um, is there no financial aid for medical schools in the US? That's what I've heard, yes. And there's also like I went to a Johns Hopkins webinar where they were saying that there's very few seats in general for international students in US medical schools. That's just what they said in the webinar. First, NEET is not possible for me since I don't have that much confidence. I'm just gonna stop reading the question there and being like, if you start saying that things are not possible for you because you don't have enough confidence, I feel like build more confidence. I mean, I also like studying and exploring, so I'll kind of give 8 years for my studies. I will like to, I'd have to change my major. Yeah, medicine related questions are kind of impossible and it's not the best situation. So I'm gonna skip over that. Would you say that the SAT has a higher weight than the GPA? I think they're about equal, in my opinion. Like they're all just showing your academic strength. I feel like maybe GPA is more important because it's like related to different subjects, versus the SAT is just English and math, you know? Um, okay, these questions are coming in very fast. I'm done. Okay. Kind of repeated questions. Can we get a room tour? Yes, so I'm waiting until like I clean my room to film a room tour, but my room's very messy and I never have time to clean it. I feel like I should just like have filmed one in the beginning when I moved in because that was the only time it's been clean. Okay, can you see this mess behind me? That's like my clothes. When I go to sleep, I put them on my chair, and when I'm working, I put them on my bed. So if you want like a mini room tour right now with this mess, I'll give it to you. So that's my closet. That's like, wow, I'm just dropping stuff. That's my door. Wow, where am I pointing? That's my door. Closet, bed, me. My laptop's on my desk. That's one of my picture walls. Um, my roommate's room, my cabinet, towels and stuff, window, and then that's like my roommate's closet, and then that's my table, like where I'm filming. And then there's another picture wall here, where I just have like some pictures and stuff. This is the most professional room tour ever. I love it. I'll give you guys a proper one. Don't worry. Um, I'm a middle school student. What should I do to get into an Ivy League? You're in middle school. Please enjoy your life. Go out with your friends. Have fun. Do we have to submit all marks of units and terms or only a final? I would say term one, term, like in finals, so like midterm and finals. Or if your like school is divided into three major terms, then term one, term two, and finals. MUN, I just want through. I kind of felt the same. I thought it would help in extracurricular, so I gave some time. But MUN was a bit biased, to be honest. I agree. MUN is like a very like crude representation of the real world. I didn't enjoy it. Like I can make a whole other video about my thoughts on this. But I'm glad that if you feel like it's not for you, that you decided to give it up. That's perfectly fine. I watched your video and applied for a New York Academy of Sciences and got selected. And there I found three others who had come there after watching your video. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. That kind of made my day. Where do you applied for high school scholarships? Stonehill International School. Oh, by the way, Stonehill scholarship applications are open. I'm not sure what the last date is. Let me look that up. I was planning to like announce it on my community feed at some point, but if you all want to go apply there, the page is open. I'll probably put the link in the description of this live stream. Let me just actually look at the date for you right now. Uh, Give me a second. The Wi-Fi in the dorms is very interesting. It's interesting that the computer science building has the worst Wi-Fi on campus. Yeah, just quirky Dartmouth things. What is the deadline? They haven't said. How are they not like, oh, key dates, application deadline, 21st November. You guys have 21 days to do your application. I'll make a whole video sharing my application before that. Um, WTF? WTF back to you. Someone just commented that. That's so random. Okay. When should you start writing your college application? In which month? I would say the summer after your 11th grade. So, like, because you apply when you're in 12th grade. So, that summer is a good time to work on it. So, I, international students, do school stuff and get selected to IVs. We do not. Okay, this question doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I cannot understand what you're trying to say. I want to apply to Junior Academy. How can I? Go watch my video on it. I'm sure applications will open towards the later half of the year again. Hey Nitya, Dermot going so far. Hey Bharat, oh, this is a friend I was talking about who is telling me that Starbucks is overpriced, and he also has a bet with me about like if I have an American accent when I come back. Well, I don't remember what the conditions of the bet were, but I was saying that I wouldn't have an American accent, and he was saying that I would. Whether New York University Abu Dhabi is the best school, I'm sure it's a great school. I don't know anyone who goes there, but maybe one person from my school went there. I can't remember. Is there a future for starting a startup in US? This is so funny. Like two people were having this discussion yesterday as we were doing like Diwali setup. I think so. Like my dad's the expert on startups. I can ask him for you. What if you have a higher SAT score but a low GPA? I think it kind of makes up for each other. I mean, do you have a reason that you have a low GPA? Is there like improvement over time? All of those things. Please don't private this video. No, I won't. I also need like 300 more watch hours in order to like maybe get monetized when I come back to India. So, and all of those watch hours have to be from public videos. So, yeah, I have extra incentive to not make this private, but I never would anyways. I mean, might be helpful for you guys. OMG, please save this life. Yes, of course I will. What are some free summer school programs? There's MIT RSI, there's TASP, which is TASP, which is for the humanities. There's, I think some of the Stanford programs have financial aid. Yeah, if you watch the video, like where I interview my high school counselor, she talked about a couple of free programs in that video. I'm sure there's a timestamp somewhere. But like I think Shaurya also has a good video on summer programs. Yeah, I would just direct you to that. Dude, I'm low-key not talented in okay, redacted. So like what do I do for my extracurriculars? I'm sure you have talents. If not talents, you have some kind of skills, and I'm sure you have the drive to do something. So just think about what are the kinds of things you care about, and how can I help? Did you take IELTS? No. If you studied in an English medium school, you did not need to take the TOEFL or IELTS to get a visa. You just have like on your I-20, like the college will just certify that you're proficient in English. Where can I get a high school scholarship for 11th? I'm in 9th grade and planning for IB. I have a whole video about this. So when to begin application process in 12th? I mean, how many months should we give? Again, I think that you should start the summer after your 11th grade and keep in mind that applications like for early are due today. Like regular ones are due Jan 1st. So yeah, I mean, I would say like give about 2 months for the essay process just because you're probably going to hate the first thing that you write and you need to go through that process of figuring out what you actually like or not in terms of your writing. So give it some time. Um, is there any pre-med summer school? I don't know of any. Can we change our major in Dartmouth? Yes, you only declare your major your fifth term in residence, so that's halfway through your sophomore year. But I know people who changed in their senior year, so I like. There's also like double majors. There's like triple majors. Like someone triple majored in math, econ, and CS, which I think is insane. Please don't do that. But also, you probably have no social life if you do that. But yeah, Dartmouth is very flexible in terms of majors. Like I came in and I was like, I want to take like 2 computer science courses my first term. And my faculty advisor like really pushed back on that. He was like, no, you should like explore a little bit. So yeah, they really encourage you to like explore. There's absolutely no pressure to declare a major right now, even though like I would declare if I could, but I can't even though I want to. So um is the process for applying to financial aid and scholarships different? If you apply for financial aid, so Dartmouth has no merit-based scholarships, but the schools that do have merit-based scholarships, most of them, so like Duke and Vanderbilt, I know you have to apply separately for a merit-based scholarship and financial aid. With USC, they have no financial aid for internationals, but you just like apply by an early deadline for a scholarship. So it's different for different schools. Is UBC affordable and worth? So this friend I was talking about who studies in Canada, she goes to UBC and she got a really great scholarship. I'll have it on the channel at some point, provided she has time to talk about it. Um, but like she got a very good deal there. Is excuse me. Is 6.5 a good IELTS score? I don't even know what it's scored out of. I never took it. The pillow thing is so cute. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad someone asked about it. So this was actually a graduation gift from my parents. It's my mom and me. I love this picture. It's very cute. The other graduation gift was like this oversized T-shirt. Well, I mean, it was a T-shirt saying the tassel was worth the hassle, but it ended up being oversized because I am tiny and it was a men's size or something. But yeah, I got this with me. It's very cute. I like it. I also like use like home bed sheets and a home like rajai if you can see back there because yeah, it's just nice to have these things around. They're very comfy. I'm so glad you asked about that. Thank you. Okay. Are like courses needed? What I'm talking about are like online courses and stuff from different fields and certificates and all of that. You don't have to do online courses if you don't want to. If you're interested, do it. You said twice that we should begin applications after 11th grade summer. What do you mean? I mean, like, just start working on it. So start like thinking about the essay prompts, start like maybe filling out your personal details the summer after your 11th grade because you submit your application while you're in 12th grade. How easy is AP Computer Science A? Very easy. If you did ICSE like 10th grade computer science, you barely need to study for AP Computer Science. It's very easy. Thank you. You answered a lot of questions of mine today. I'm glad. But I really want to study over there as soon as I'm done with 12th. Like I wish for you too. What's special about Dartmouth's econ program? What's special about Dartmouth's econ program is that so many people do it. Like I think 51% of undergrads are econ majors, or go into finance. If you watch like Mindy Kaling's speech about Dartmouth, she jokes about this. I don't think there's anything particularly special. There's a lot of very determined people in that program. I don't know much about it. The subject of money really bores me. I'm not an econ person. My dad wants me to take like one economics course before I graduate. I'll probably take like econ 2, which is like introduction to economics for people who have no interest in economics. Um, yeah, like just to get like an introduction, but not interested honestly. You can do a BE in Dartmouth in 5 years. Can you tell a little bit about it? You can actually do a BE in 4 years. I have friends who are doing that. It's very intense. You have no social life. You have to be really smart, or you will have a terrible GPA. Yeah, like a B is just you do a bunch of additional engineering courses and you get a Bachelor of Engineering instead of Bachelor of Arts. Um, yeah, I don't know if it helps. Like, if you're really interested in like hardcore physics and maths, I'm personally gonna stick with the Bachelor of Arts in Computer Science and maybe do an Engineering Sciences minor. Um, but like, I'm definitely gonna take like some classes in electrical engineering, even though I'm not gonna like major in it. I think it's just like helpful. Like, even like my faculty advisor said that it's helpful to have a general knowledge of both hardware and software as you're coming out of college. How much does it cost for the whole process? It really depends from person to person. What if my overall GPA is the only something lacking, but my SCT score is 1580? First of all, congrats, that's an amazing score. If your GPA is lacking, I think you should be good with a 1580. I mean, again, is there a reason your GPA is lacking? Is there improvement over time? Can you get like your recommenders to justify it or something? Um, how did you get a 99% in ICSE? ICSE is kind of like that coming to college, it feels like it was a joke. We should not have like taken it as seriously as we did. Like you get told that this is going to define your whole life, and it's really not. Like no one cares. Also, like boards are really easy. Grade in session is a thing. Like our school made prelims so hard that boards literally felt like a joke. I think I finished all of my papers like 1 hour before like we were supposed to finish, except literature maybe. Yeah, just like study, do past papers, do your prelims. Also have fun with your friends. Like I really miss 10th grade. That was just like such a simple time. Yeah, just have fun with it. Don't worry too much about boards. You will miss that time. Yeah. Sorry, this is a very like unhelpful advice, but that's what I'll say. I'll make a video about it at some point, but like I would say past papers, like under timed conditions, make sure you like learn from your mistakes in prelims, like which you probably will make mistakes, and it's absolutely okay to make mistakes in prelims. And then when you're doing the boards, just like be really careful. Don't get lazy. Double check your answers. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Trust me. When you finish boards, you'll be like, that was a joke. Um, how can I improve my score in SAT reading? Whole video about this. UBC have what? Sorry, that message has disappeared. Read Times of India. That sunflower painting is so good. Thank you. I'm doing an art tour at some point. I also filmed an art tour before I left like India, but I never edited it. OMG, how are you, Nitya? I miss you so much, girl. I'm good. Miss you guys too. Thank you. Can I major in both astronomy and computer science at Dartmouth? Yes, I actually know someone who's doing that. Hi, it's so good to see you after a long time. So good to be back after a long time. I do have to go soon because I have class in an hour and I have to shower before that. But nice to see you guys. I'm glad I decided to do this very spontaneously. Should I apply for financial aid on a scholarship because it decreases your chances of getting in either way schools? So Dartmouth has no merit scholarship. So if you want something, you have to apply for financial aid. With schools that have both, yeah, you can pick and choose. I'm so excited. I want to study that, but these days I'm experiencing a burnout. Okay. Such a good question. Such a good question. I definitely went through this in high school. First of all, take a break. You do not have to like finish your whole college application like profile in 1 week. I definitely tried to do that. Like I was like, I overloaded myself with too many extracurriculars in 1 week and then I burnt out and did nothing. Like make sure you ration yourself. Make sure you surround yourself with friends. I feel like that really helps with burnout, just to like be surrounded by people who have a healthy balance of work and fun. And it also makes everything a little bit less stressful if you can get together with your friends and just laugh about it. Um, what else to do for burnout? Like take a break if you can. Not it's not the easiest. Like I took a lot of days off school in 12th grade, like just basically mental health days because I was working on my college application 24/7. That really helps. Like talk to like people, talk to your parents, teachers if that might help. Like I definitely found like support there. Yeah, just I'm like glad that you're first of all aware that you're experiencing burnout. Like that's just such a huge step because like for me, like I was always in denial. I was like, no, I'm fine. But in reality, I'm not getting any work done, very tired. Yeah. I hope that helps you deal with it in any way. Last question. How are our grades and percentage covered converted to a GPA? They're not. Admissions officers look at your grades in the context of your school system. They have people who like know all about Indian systems and are experienced with like evaluating like ICSE versus CBSE and all. Like they know everything. Trust them. The only thing you have to do is submit your authentic application. That's it. Don't worry about what's going to happen on their end. They are like highly qualified, highly trained, highly like hyper aware of everything. Um, Hello, hi back. Why whether UBC is International Leader of Tomorrow Scholarship? Yeah, that's a good one. I think what my friend got was just like an entrance merit scholarship. Like with the UBC, like other scholarships, like if you apply for that, you can't apply for the entrance scholarships. And like the other ones are very need based, so they go to people who come from like extreme need. So yeah, like my counselor at my school didn't recommend applying for those, but she recommended applying for the entrance scholarships that are merit based. Excuse me, still sick. Um, no, like earlier this week, it was like the point where my roommate had not slept in 3 days because I was just coughing all night. She's like ready to kick me out, probably. Yeah. My all scores are good, 95%, but maths are like 70%. Do you want to major in math? I think it kind of depends on that, but also like, can you improve in math? I mean, math is important for the SAT as well. Best. How's the studies going in Dartmouth? Classes are really fun. Classes are really interesting. I think one thing different about college is that like the professor decides the entire course. So like your experience is really dependent on like what the professor wants. So like I ended up taking a philosophy course that's now basically become like a mathematics course. Because the professor's background is in math and physics. And so it's now like become very like about probability and logic, and I'm really liking it. Um, yeah, there's like just such a wide selection of courses to choose from. It's also like a lot of work. I've like stayed up nights doing problem sets. I have friends who've like gone to the library and like stayed until the 5 a.m. warning that the library's closing and still not been done with work. Um, yeah, studies are interesting. I'll make a whole video about academics at some point, but it's going well. There's resources for support if like you need time to learn. Do you read storybooks? I read a lot. The word storybooks is interesting. Excuse me. These questions keep disappearing. I'm so sorry. You have to keep scrolling up to find them. Mine is Colleen Hoover. I've never read anything. Right now, I'm reading Citizen by Claudia Rankine for a research paper that I'm writing for my Writing 5 class. We also read Watchmen, which is like a graphic novel. I actually enjoyed it. I'm not a big comic person, but it was good. Are you a Harry Potter fan? Yes, huge Harry Potter fan. Middle school and high school me, and even adult me, is very obsessed with Harry Potter. How to prepare for linguistic Olympiad, do the past questions, and just like it's just logic. Um, please make a video on best university for an average student. I think those two like terms kind of contradict each other. What do you think of relationships in high schools? I think you do you. If you want to be in a relationship, amazing for you. If you don't feel pressured. Yeah, my answer to a lot of like these types of questions is you do you. You do what makes you happy. I have no judgment, no opinion. Yeah. I have done a lot of school debates. Are these worth mentioning? Yes, anything you've done is worth mentioning. How's Dartmouth? Dartmouth's amazing. Rewind to the front of the video. ACT or SAT, which is better? I personally took the SAT because colleges in India also accept it, but up to you. Right time to take the SAT. I would say December of your 11th grade, if not March of your 11th grade, if not May of your 11th grade. Final resort maybe in 12th grade, but I would just get it over with in 11th grade. How important is LORs? Very important. I think most people underestimate how important. Is psychology good for Dartmouth? I think you mean is psychology at Dartmouth good? I have friends in the intro to psych class and they kind of hate it. Yeah, the intro class isn't very good. I'll like update you as they like take higher classes. I don't think it's the best school for psychology, but I'm not sure. Um, sister, please try to make a release video in a week. You know, I'm trying. It's just college is a lot. Why didn't you take IB Comp Sci HL? So I already knew a lot of the content from doing ICSE computer science, so I didn't see any benefit to sort of repeating some content. So I decided to take chemistry instead, which I feel like would be a little more challenging and a little more interesting. Yeah, that's basically it in a nutshell. Can we apply for US universities after JE Advance? Means instead of applying of November month of 12, no, the deadlines will close by then. So you would have to take a gap year. Um, When my high school GPA is calculated, how which marks are going to be taken into account, no one's going to calculate a GPA for you. They're just going to look at the midterm and final reports for 4 years that you submit. Tips for December SAT, other videos, link them somewhere here. What time right now in the US? It's 1:09 p.m. I finished my first class. I have a break before my second class. Stream buffer issue. Really? Wait, can you guys still hear and see me? Can you please explain everything about college application, when we need to apply and how to apply? I filmed a video on this. I never edited or posted it. Um, yeah, I will. I will make sure I get that up soon. Actually, why it really annoys me when like people keep sending the same question like 100 times and I've already answered it. Like, come on, guys. How many AP should I take? Will 3 be fine? Yes, take as many as you want. Like it's usually just to make up for like school marks that you're not happy with. So if you're like really happy with how you're doing in school, maybe don't take any. Same question, same question, same question, same question. Happy Diwali in advance to you too. We celebrated Diwali yesterday. I'll post pictures on my Insta at some point, but it's really fun. Yeah, one of the best days I've had at Dartmouth for sure. It was a lot of fun. It was also Halloween weekend this weekend, which is a lot of fun, and also like frat band was over, so we went to a frat for the first time. If you don't know what frats and sororities are, look it up because I was trying to explain to my parents like what Greek life is. And yeah, finally I was just like, just Google it. It's easier that way. Because I don't like know that I know for sure. Do you work part time? Yes, I do. I got a student job pretty much as soon as I came here. It's actually ending this week. Um, I'm stage manager for one of the orchestras, like the wind ensemble actually. So I just set up the stage at the beginning of rehearsal, and I'm like on call while they're rehearsing, but they don't usually need anything. So I just do my homework for 2 hours, or like sometimes I even like go get dinner, go out somewhere. And then I come back and I like de-set up the stage and I put everything back, and I get paid like $40 per shift or something. Yeah, it's like pocket money. It's yeah, you can definitely um like you don't like if you work you don't like you can cover your pocket money expenses essentially. But next term I'm doing WISP, which is I think Women in Science program, which is like you get research internships. So I got a machine learning one. I'll talk more about that in a separate video. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing winter and spring for my part-time work, and then we'll see what I'm going to do next year. Like it's way too early to think about that. The questions disappeared again. OMG, you need to have Zoom meetings with us. It would low-key be a dream come true, no cap. Okay, I was gonna do this when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and then when I hit 2,000 subscribers, and I never got around to it. So if you guys want that, comment below. Literally, just spam the comments, and I will do it. How's the dorm? I just showed you guys Divine if you want to see my dorm. What SAT score would be good to apply for Ivy Leagues? I would say 1,500 plus, but excuse me. I have friends who've gotten in with the 1450, so you know, if the rest of your profile is strong, 1450 is fine. Um, can Indian students work part time? Yes, you can work part time on an F1 visa up to 20 hours per week on campus. You cannot get an off campus job. So you couldn't go work in a store or something. But there's like so many on campus jobs in Dartmouth. And Dartmouth has like does a great job of like making sure that students are able to access those. What to do after submitting CSS profile? Submit your actual application and then chill and wait for the decision. Tips about the UC applications. I didn't submit any. Yeah. Do you like Taylor Swift? I'm not a big fan. I really like kind of like boy bands. Like I'm really into that. I'm also really into like Ed Sheeran music. Yeah, one of my favorite artists. So I really, really wanted to see Harry Styles' Love on Tour, but I looked at tickets too late and they were all like either sold out or too expensive. And I was like watching my friends in Boston this week like post stories about going to the concert because they booked tickets last year, and I really wanted to go. I really love Harry Styles. Like if you like know me, you know like what a big Harry Styles fan I am. But yeah, I haven't been to Boston yet either because some of my friends went last week, but I had a midterm that week, so I couldn't go. Yeah, hopefully I'm going this week. Also, well, okay, so maybe I'm not supposed to tell you this, but I reached out to Avanti and she said she might come here this weekend. So might be fun. If she isn't coming here this weekend, I'll go to Boston this weekend probably. But I'm just waiting on a confirmation. Because yeah, you probably see you might like just. I mean, I'm probably not supposed to tell you, but you might see me on her channel at some point if she comes here. These are a lot of the same questions. Do you think architecture is a good field in the US? I really don't know. Same question, same question. Okay. What is your Instagram ID? It's linked on my profile. It's completely crazy underscore Nitya, which is the cringest name ever. I came up with this in middle school. I never changed it. I feel like it accurately represents my personality. I self-reported my scores in the Common App, but it didn't show when I was previewing. Yes, yes, yes. This has happened to a lot of people, including me. That means that the college does not accept a self-report for international students. So make sure you officially send it through College Board. That gave me a lot of stress when I was applying because I didn't know that that was the case and I had to look it up. What are the best? Why would you like to attend our program? Whole video on this. Are there vegan food options? Good question. I tried to be vegan when I first got here and I had a really hard time. Like I know if you go to California, it's very easy to be vegan. Dartmouth's kind of in a rural city. Like it's not. There's not that many options. It's really difficult. Like it was at the point where it was negatively affecting my health, so I went back to just being vegetarian. I also like as a vegan, like I wasn't eating egg obviously, but I went back to also eating eggs, so I guess I'm not pure vegetarian. Because that was like the only way I was getting protein. Because all the other forms of protein are like really processed, which was like again messing with like me. Because like tofu is very processed, milk curd, all of those things are very processed. Too many preservatives. They don't have a concept of like dal. Which is why like yesterday was nice because we had chole like for the Valley dinner. So I was like, you know. But yeah, it's difficult to be vegan at Dartmouth. That's the honest answer. I know people who do it. I just couldn't, which is kind of sad because I really wanted to be vegan and like as an adult. But you know, yeah. Honest answer, it's tough. It's even tough to be vegetarian. I know like a lot of like older students who are Indians who were vegetarian when they came here, but then they gave it up like within the first few months. I'm not gonna do that. Like for me, like being vegetarian is a big part of my identity, I think. I'm never gonna give that up, but it's not the easiest thing. And I feel like in some ways like it makes me eat less healthy. Honest answer. Sorry if that's sad, but it's just a reality. Where do you live? I live in on-campus housing. I live in a dorm on campus, one of the freshman housings. Um, is it okay to take a gap year? Yes, of course. If a peanut has, if a person has allergies, yes, the dining hall will 100% work with you to like look at any of your allergies. And if you have a nut allergy, especially, there's a lot of support for that here. Like it's very common to have a nut allergy, and you don't have to worry. Everything's labeled very well. Um, I follow you on Instagram. Nice. What APs are recommended for CS majors? I mean, AP CS, there's no recommendations. Lots of people here who are CS majors did like no computer science in high school. Please more video on competition info like NYAS full video. Would you be vlogging like in life and stuff? I am vlogging. You're just not seeing my vlogs because I'm not editing them. Did you go to any summer school? I did Young Technology Scholars, which is a summer program by Berkshire University. It was online, so it was less engaging, but I still had a good time. Like I met a lot of good people through that. Yeah, it was a pretty good experience. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Do you have friends from Kerala? A couple of the people I went to like high school with, like in Vibhyor, are like friends are from Kerala. So yeah, I guess. Um, Shout out to okay, well, I don't want to shout out to anyone in case I'm getting it wrong and they're not from Kerala, so I won't shout out. But was it easy for you to make friends in college? So again, like I said, as an international student, you come in like with a pre-defined group of friends, like who are from your country. Um, was it easy? Yes and no. It's very easy in the sense the community is very welcoming. Like there's so many chances because you have international student pre-orientation, you have orientation, you have your trips. Um, Yeah, I mean, I haven't had a hard time at all. Like, and I have my friends like who are also like the other international 25s. Most of my friends are internationals, or they're like Indian American, or they're like my friends' neighbors, or my friends' roommates, or like whatever. But I feel like friend groups in college, like everyone says that they also change over 4 years. I just haven't experienced enough of it to like answer that accurately. Stop spamming. Yes, please stop spamming. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just not a big fan of spams. I mean, yeah. Guys, like be nice people, don't spam. We want a Zoom session. Okay. I like that comment? Is there a way to like? No, there isn't. Did you watch Squid Games? No, I have not. I've been watching Gilmore Girls. Again. Can you please have you been to LA? I have not. I was in Nashville before coming here. I think I've been to LA like with my parents when I was 5 years old, but I don't think it counts. I mean, technically I've seen snow, but like I'm telling people that I haven't really seen snow because I have no memory of it. Well, maybe I have like vague memories of it, but I don't think it counts. Can you please make a video on Stonewall scholarship application? I will before the deadline. Just apply to UPenn, ED. Good luck. Go to MIT admissions apply section. You'll find many competitions. Yes, I've linked that blog in one of my videos actually. Um, oh wow, again, YouTube did that thing where like the questions disappeared. Totally out of context, comma. What's the? Do you know Kannada? Just curiosity. Kannada Barla? What? No, Kannada Gotilla. They don't speak Kannada in Tamil. I don't know Kannada. I tried to learn. My school tried to do like 3 years of a third language. I learned nothing from it. Literally. They taught us how to read and write and not speak, which I think is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like learning a language at Dartmouth is so much better because they teach you how to speak. Literally, you go to class and you try to have a conversation with each other in the language. And then you have drills, which is basically like someone who's a native speaker will like lead a conversation in the language you have to participate. Like, I really want to try and learn a language at Dartmouth because the way they teach it makes so much more sense than Indian curriculum third language, where it's like question answer, ratify, but you don't learn how to speak the language. Like, sorry, sad rant, but no, I don't know Kannada. I wish I'd learned, but no. Um, would applying test option hurt me? I think if you can take a test, take it because I think the COVID situation in India has improved. But if it's like a personal risk or like safety issue, don't take it. Why didn't you apply to Harvard? Because I got into Dartmouth early decision. Um, yeah, interesting. So I met like a freshman at Howard, like the first few weeks that I was here, because the family I was staying with, they have another family friend whose kid goes to Harvard, and he was like telling me that they have like 90, they had 94 cases on campus that week, like while we had zero, because there was like a party and everyone went there and everyone got COVID. Um, Side note, yeah, I don't know why I mentioned that, but I am kind of glad I didn't apply that. I feel like the college experience I'm having here, I couldn't have anywhere else. Like things like the art and club and like trips and stuff are so unique to Dartmouth that I have no regrets at all about not applying to Harvard. I can say that with 100% certainty. Are AP exams expensive? Yes, they are. There's like 13,000 rupees per exam. You don't have to take them. How did you get a cough? It's called the freshman plague. My roommate got it first, and then I got it. Sorry, as I was answering that, I was coughing. Yeah, freshman plague. I know I have friends who've been sick for 3 weeks with this freaking freshman plague. And I called like the infirmary, right? And they were like, "Oh yeah, you have the freshman plague. Just drink hot water and honey." Which, thanks, for the medical advice. Was the switch from Rivgate to IB school worth it? Yes, 100%. I loved my time at Stonehill. It was amazing. I can't wait to visit when I go back. And that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to in a few weeks. Finally, remember you also have a YouTube channel. I remembered. I've been vlogging, just haven't been posting. Did you apply for next genius? I was going to. Easier ED and IVs. What does that mean? Excuse me. What was your dream school? My dream school for a while, so it changed. First it was Howard, then it was Stanford, then it was Harvard again, then it was Princeton, and finally it was Dartmouth. Dartmouth's gonna be my dream school forever now. Harvard because I was dumb and everyone was like, "Oh, it's the best school," and I just went with it. Stanford because California weather and it's good for CS, but then I realized that it's not what I want. Princeton because they had an exchange program for CS with Oxford, and I was like, I really want to go there. I think I feel like Princeton would have still been a good fit, but I feel like Dartmouth just I got really lucky in that I'm having like the perfect college experience here. I feel like, yeah, dream school, 100%. Are you going to apply for H1B? No, I'm not. Um, are you pursuing a BS? I'm not. I'm pursuing a Bachelor of Arts in Computer Science. Just one of the many quirks of USA and the UK actually is that a science degree is a Bachelor of Arts and an engineering degree is a Bachelor of Science. I'm doing computer science. Computer science is software, computer engineering is hardware. I am not doing like my primary degree is not hardware. It's software. I'm not in an IB school. How can I get a counselor? Watch my video with my school counselor. We talk about free counseling resources for college. Um, are minors necessary? Like, what does that mean? Like in college, you don't have to minor. You can just have one major. What's your major right now? It's computer science. I'm undeclared, like, because you can't declare until later second year, but it's definitely computer science. Can I send my 9th, 10th, 11th scores from my personal email? No, you have to upload it through your common application, or your school has to send it to them. I'm deciding my dream school between Harvard and Dartmouth, and I'm leaning more towards Dartmouth for some reason. I'm glad. I'd love to know more about why, or I'd love to like help if you have questions. How is the course load? Is it very hard? It depends on what you choose. Like I took like a very moderate course load. Some people are like I know some people that are doing 4 courses and like really hard ones. Yeah, they're struggling to say the least. It really depends. It's what you make of it. You could choose a very easy course load, you could choose a very hard course load. I'm in between. What do you eat on a daily basis? Okay, let me tell you guys something about America. Let me enlighten you. They have no concept of junk food versus healthy food. Like for us, roti, sabzi, dal, chawal is healthy food, and pizza, burger, french fries is junk food. These people eat pizza, burger, french fries every single day. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. That's what I eat on a daily basis, basically. I'm a big fan of you. Thank you. How are you liking Dartmouth? Loving it. Will you be my mentor? I hope so. I mean, I'm happy to like mentor you guys virtually through YouTube. I just the number of requests that I get, I cannot be like personal mentors to every one of you. Just don't have time. Good night, Nitya. It's late in India. Good night. I have to go soon too. I have class. I just can't stop talking. Would you mind reading my essays once? You will get late for class. Oh, that's my mom. Everyone say hi to my mom. I will get late for class. I have 30 minutes and I need to shower in that. And I have to go to work afterwards. And I have a problem set due and a paper due, like a research paper due. Okay, I don't need to go, guys. What is your dream company? Okay, one last question. My dream company. At this point, I might say Google. Yeah, I think they're really cool. Big fan of Google. I mean, they're the ones that made this platform. Did you receive any aid or is your family paying for the university? It's a combination of both. Yeah, thanks, mom and dad, for paying. And lunch, don't forget. That's my mom again. No, I am not. I had, so the family I was staying with, they made me a special box of purihora, which is like peanut rice. And they specially addressed it to me. And so I had an extra box from yesterday. So that was my breakfast slash lunch. I still have some of it left. This is epic. Thank you. Hope you become better than saying in the bigger than saying in the USA. His channel is really big. It's kind of like I would not want my channel to be that big. Maybe it like feels a little bit impersonal. I don't know. I really look up to him though. He was like definitely big inspiration. I want to meet him. I keep emailing him. He's ghosting me. You guys like go spam his channel and tell him to respond to my emails and comments. Um, I really have to go. Okay, two last questions. Um, I love how some of you are having a conversation with my mom in the comments. Keep going. Which country do you think is best for an undergraduate degree? I'm going with the US. I know my friends in the UK are having a lot of fun. I know my friends everywhere is amazing, basically. Depends on your goals. Was IB hard? Yes, we joke about IB PTSD. No, but it was great fun. Good night. Good night. Um, okay. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna shout out to. Oh, I'll give you a shout out to you. Hi, Sanjana. Shout out. Good night, guys. Oh, actually, good morning. Yeah, it's afternoon. It's 1:30. I have class at 2:10. Thank you, guys. This has been fun. I'm glad I decided to do this spontaneously. I hope you found it helpful. Maybe let me know what you think. I have to run to shower and to go to class. Good night. Good luck with your college applications. If you just submitted, if you're submitting tonight, please go submit. Don't be like me and submit after the deadline. Yep, it was great chatting with you guys. Should definitely do this again. Maybe like a live Zoom call with you guys would be better. Let me know what you think. Love you all. Bye bye. Good night. See you soon.